What's going on, everybody? We are back. We are back. We are back.
Once again,
For Black and White Just Sports, I'm Pat.
I'm Dante.
We are here with our latest episode. Real quick, all the platforms we are on. Of course, Facebook. We are Black and White Just Sports. The page and the group. Follow and join it. YouTube. Still looking for the subscribers on YouTube. Black and White Just Sports on YouTube. Go subscribe. Watch some videos there. Instagram, Black and White Just Sports. Twitter, B&W Just Sports. And what am I forgetting? Anything? Oh, the podcast. Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Stitcher. You listen to any of those platforms, go listen to us on there as well. All right, with that being said, we're going to get started. We're going to get into this. Throw that over there. NBA Finals, Game 1 starts
Yes,
tonight.
I am so excited. Now let's get it.
You shouldn't be excited.
I'm
because
excited.
You picked 3 different teams for the finals. He was wrong.
My boy Boogie back too.
He's questionable.
We know he's playing.
Is
He's
he?
active. They didn't already said he's active.
I just want to point out you had the Celtics at one point, 76ers.
I wanted to see them against the
And
Warriors,
then-
but it didn't work out.
picked Milwaukee over the Raptors.
I
3 times.
Yeah,
in a row.
because Giannis supporting cast is terrible.
And
It
if
was
you-
terrible.
And if you remember, maybe one of our first shows when we started off,
And I told you the Warriors would three-peat.
and I predicted the Raptors would be in the finals.
Yeah, you
with
did.
the
You
Warriors.
definitely did.
Trying to tell everyone LeBron's out the East. The only thing that was stopping them in
Was
the East
Greek
was
Freak.
was LeBron.
Oh,
And then they upgraded with Kawhi
Kawhi
over
DeRozan.
DeRozan.
Yeah, that was.
It
That
was a
definitely
lot in
was.
my book. They finished second, but still, I thought they were the best team in the East. So it starts tonight, Game 1. Toronto's home. They
Definitely got home court.
home court
I mean, that
advantage
doesn't matter to
as
the
of
Warriors,
now. I think the percentage is like 60% or so for the team that
That
has
wins
home.
game-
Yeah,
well,
that
yeah.
wins the finals. That has home court advantage.
Right.
But again, I mean, we've seen home court advantage split multiple times throughout the NBA playoffs.
Definitely,
Today
yeah.
is definitely a possibility. So we'll see how amped Drake is in the crowd today.
Mm.
So we'll see how that happens.
Drizzy Drake.
But Durant's out, Game 1, still not playing. So we'll see how that helps or hurts him. I mean, they looked like the Warriors bowl without him against the Rockets.
Definitely have. They've looked awesome without
So-
Kevin Durant. No slight on you, KD.
That's a big slight on him.
Definitely not.
Show when they went to the finals, had the best record in the NBA ever, and when he's hurt, they still got to the finals. They didn't need him back then. Well, technically they did because they weren't going to get past Kyrie and LeBron without more help. But
I mean,
they
that's how
slightly
they,
needed him over LeBron to get over LeBron in the finals.
I mean, that's how their team is constructed. They're not built to just have a one player, and then if they go down, the season is over. They're not built like that.
I mean,
They can
they're-
afford to lose a player and still be probably the best team in the league.
well, they weren't this year, even with.
I mean,
KD.
they nonsense their way through the regular season because they didn't really have anything to play for real. Durant was in and out of the lineup all year. Steph was in, and Clay was probably, and Draymond was only consistent with all
Yeah.
year. So I mean, they just watched their way into the playoffs, and then they turned that switch on, which I knew they would.
Yeah, once KD went down.
They was winning when he played.
So let's go into that question. Do the Warriors need KD to win the finals against the Raptors? I'm saying no. They proved that they could beat the Rockets, although I don't think the Rockets are better than the Raptors anyways. But
I do.
I don't think that they need KD at all. This team functions like a well-oiled machine when he is off the floor.
Because they were built without him. He like
hurts them to an extent.
the Warriors are like a luxury car. They're a luxury car. And KD getting added to the luxury car was like putting 22-inch rims on the car. The car was still excellent without it. The car still was top-notch outside driving through. It was top-notch in the city. You put them 22-inch rims on the car, it just put it over the top. You easily the hottest car out there easily. Even without the rims, the car is still the SHIT. But
The what?
Kevin Durant just added.
You can say shit.
No, Kevin Durant made them unstoppable. That's basically what he did. Without Durant, they were a well-oiled machine, as you so eloquently put it.
So you say
they were going to win regardless, whether they had KD or whether they didn't have KD. The Warriors were coming out the West. Everybody knew that. Durant just made them the best starting five of all time. That's what he did.
But you're saying he makes them unstoppable. But when they got them, they won less games than they did the season before. This year they didn't even finish one, and then they beat the Rockets without him. How were they unstoppable with him if they did all
KD
this?
played the first 2 games. He got hurt in game 3.
Yeah, and then they pretty much, what did they sweep them?
No, it was 4-2. Well, we used to win 2 games. 4-2. It's 4-2.
Sure about that?
Yeah, I'm positive. It was 4-2. They won in 6 games.
I don't believe it.
But yeah, do I think they need him to win it all? No, I don't think the Warriors need him. I would love to see him out on the floor playing with his teammates that he's been with for 2 years now, going on his 3rd. I would definitely love him on the court, especially with Boogie coming back. I want to see their full arsenal on this stage, which I think we will before the end of this finals is over. But no, I don't think they need him to win. I would love to see him out there with them, but they don't need him to win. They were on the verge of being a dynasty without him. They only got Kevin Durant, honestly, to beat LeBron. Like they couldn't, if they got past LeBron, they would have never got that 3-1, gave up that 3-1 lead, pending on the stupid suspension from Draymond. They would have never got Kevin Durant, honestly. I'm gonna just be real with you. If the Warriors didn't give up that 3-1 lead to the Cavs, they would have never got Kevin Durant. They would have kept Harrison Barnes, sorry self, in the finals that year.
Yeah, they probably would have.
They would have kept that same team and probably three-peated. But since they lost and gave up a 3-1 lead, they felt like they needed to upgrade their small forward, and it paid off. They won 2 finals with Durant. He was the finals MVP of both seasons. So, I mean, you really can't say they don't need him. They really don't need him, but
no, they don't.
They're perfect with him. I'll say it like that.
They don't have the best player in the world in the way.
It's like when you break up with a female that you love. It's like you're awesome with them, but you still can be good without them. I mean, it's
stupid analogy.
No, it's not a stupid analogy. I'm better with you, but I can be fine without you.
What if your girlfriend made you a worse person?
Or you shouldn't have been with her in the first place.
So that doesn't.
No, you've heard that saying before. Don't use that against me.
No, I ain't never heard nothing like it.
Yeah, all right.
So if they do happen, I think you picked the Warriors. Are you picking? You're picking the Warriors, of course.
Tonight or in the series?
The series.
Easily.
What do you think the record, or not the record, but
the games?
What do you think?
I get the Raptors 1 win.
1 win. That's it. 4-1 is what you're going with. I'm going Raptors in 7.
And that's being generous.
Raptors in 7, people.
Explain why, so I can explain.
Just because I think Kawhi is the best out of both teams.
So you think he's the best player in the finals?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna touch on that shortly, but
I think outside of Draymond and Clay, which is saying a lot, but outside of them two, I think the Raptors have a better supporting cast.
We mean outside of them two. Them is 2 all-star players.
Okay, but
those 3 is better than everybody on the Raptors.
I'm not saying they're not. I think,
and honestly, Iguodala might be better than everybody else other than Kawhi on the Raptors for real.
Yeah, I mean.
So I mean,
no.
No.
Iguodala's not what he used to be.
I'm gonna tell you why too. But, keep going.
Where was I at? So yeah, the supporting cast. I honestly think Lowry is gonna bother Steph. We'll see what happens. He's a little bulldog. We're gonna see. I think he's gonna bother Steph a little bit, at least for some of the game. I mean, Steph.
So you think he's gonna Dellavedova Steph for the first game and a half and then get torched for the next 4?
Maybe. It's possible. They're gonna need him on offense, so we'll see what happens.
Raptors? Yeah, the Raptors are definitely gonna need Lowry on offense. But I hope he doesn't tire himself out running around chasing Steph all game.
Like I said, the Warriors need more than just Clay, Steph, and Draymond. So outside of that, I mean, they're gonna get theirs regardless. But if you have Kawhi's gonna get his definitely regardless. If Lowry gives you like 15 or more, that's good. And then Siakam 10 to 15, and then the supporting cast outside of that is gonna give you enough. Gasol, I can't think of his stupid name right now. Van Fleet. Damn. Danny Green. But I'm thinking of the forward.
Norman Powell.
No, he stepped up.
You said Siakam and Leonard. That's their Ibaka.
Thank you, Ibaka. I don't know why I think it was Ibaka. So I just think they got a better supporting cast. So I think that's going to help, especially.
So that's your over the top reason why you think they're going to win the series.
A couple.
Your reasoning is asinine of what you just said.
And they have home court advantage. I think
the Warriors don't care about that anymore.
Didn't the Raptors beat them 2-1 in the regular season series?
Yeah, that's true enough. Durant didn't play in one of those games.
Good. He ain't playing in at least game 1.
And secondly, this is a total different season. Warriors, that switches on. This isn't the regular season.
We'll see if it's on. Hey, Kawhi's going. You know what? Kawhi's going to hurt Clay.
You think they're gonna have Kawhi on Clay?
He might be on Draymond, to be honest.
He might be on Iguodala to save his energy for offense.
Iguodala, I mean, you see, he played up against Giannis, and he still got buckets.
And he looked very winded. He had a lot of help that series.
He averaged 30 still again.
He had a lot of help that series. That's why they won, because he had help finally. Van Vliet stepped up.
Yeah.
Gasol had a couple good games.
Yeah.
Siakam had a couple of good games.
You're making my point about why I picked.
Notice I said a couple good games.
They got home court advantage. Those role players are going to play better at home.
They ain't never played a defense like this in this entire playoff.
You mean an offense?
No, the Warriors are a lockdown team. I don't know why everybody think the Warriors don't play no defense. The Warriors don't have 2 all-NBA defenders on their team.
Are you saying?
Or arguably 3.
Is Kawhi getting locked up?
No, Kawhi's going to get his numbers. I'm not definitely not debating that. He's a top 5 player in the league. I'm definitely not debating that. But here's why the Warriors will win this in 5 or less.
Right now, he's second behind LeBron.
Number one, like Stephen A. said, if Steph stays hot the way he's been all playoffs, it's a sweep. Honestly, I'm going to just tell you like that. If Steph didn't keep putting up 35, 40-point games, it's a sweep. The Raptors don't have a chance.
I think they're going to bully him, man. They gotta bully him. You know he don't play well.
We'll see if that works. They're going to have to, but I don't think the Raptors are a bully team. That's not who they are. Kawhi's a quiet little mouse in the house that doesn't open his mouth at all for no reason at all. Ibaka's probably the loudest one on their team. They're too quiet of a team to beat the Warriors. Secondly,
is that one of your reasons?
No, I just said that. No, that's not a reason.
I just had to
secondly, what was my first reason?
You didn't really give any good ones if you ask me.
Okay, the Warriors will win this in 5. First reason was if Steph gets hot. If he keeps continuing how he's been playing, especially the way he did against Portland, the series is over. Secondly, so Lowry or Danny Green or whoever they want to put on, you better do something. Secondly, Kawhi Leonard, like I said, Kawhi Leonard's going to get his numbers. There's no doubt about that. He's going to put up his 25 to 30, maybe 35. But the rest of the Raptors supporting cast is inconsistent, and they've proven it all playoffs. They don't have a bona fide. They don't have a bona fide number 2. They just don't. So I mean, Siakam's inconsistent, Lowry's inconsistent, Danny Green's a no-show, Marc Gasol's inconsistent, Ibaka's inconsistent. Van Vliet been playing good the past couple of games, but we will see if that continues. And that's definitely the Warriors definitely aren't letting him get no 20, 25 points. So you can count that out.
I can't wait till the Raptors win.
Yeah, right. So I just think Kawhi, the Raptors don't have enough consistency to beat the Warriors. Everyone on the Warriors is consistent. Steph consistent. Clay consistent. Durant when he comes back consistent.
If he comes back.
Boogie consistent. Draymond consistent.
Boogie's gonna give you like 10 minutes if he gets in. He's active, but doesn't mean he's playing.
He's getting in.
We'll see.
I want him to play 20 minutes.
And then let him get 20 minutes. He's gonna disrupt that whole flow that they had.
No, he's not, because he don't need to have the ball in his hands. Just post up a couple times, get your little buckets, and go sit back down.
Disrupt the whole flow. Let him play. Disrupt everything.
And thirdly, we can throw the coaching in there. Steve Kerr's a far better coach than whatever the guy's name is from the Raptors.
Wow. Can't say his name.
I don't know his name.
Respect.
Terrible. So I mean, it's just For one, I don't think the Raptors can score enough to keep up with the Warriors. They're not going to lock the Warriors up. I don't care how good of a defensive team people think they are. They're not going to lock up the Warriors.
We'll see.
The Warriors are not a team to be locked up. That's how they were built. They're not going to be locked up. Even if one of them have a bad day, they're not going to lock up all of them. Yeah, Nick Nurse. Okay. Steve Kerr's a far better coach than Nick Nurse.
He's been coaching longer. And this guy's first 2 seasons, he's made to the Eastern Conference Final twice and the NBA Finals once. That's not good coaching?
That is. And he's not a bad guy. I'm just comparing the coaching.
You can't really compare them when one's been coaching for like, what, 7, 6 years, maybe more. And he's been coaching for, what, 2? How do you compare that?
The Warriors are not a team to lose to a one-man show. You know this. The Warriors will not lose to a one-man show, and that's what the Raptors are. They're a one-man show.
Oh, we'll see.
They're not going to – the Raptors are not the Bucks. I mean, the Warriors are not the Bucks. They're not going to let one player beat them.
Listen, Kawhi could do everything that LeBron could do while he was playing against him by himself in the finals. But the thing is, Kawhi's supporting cast is better than what LeBron had at the time. LeBron's second best player was Matthew Dellavedova, and he was finished after like game 3 chasing Steph around.
What do you think gonna happen? Who's guarding Steph and Clay? They both run around.
I mean, they could switch off all game. I mean, you could throw Lowry at him, you could throw Green at him, you could throw Kawhi at him,
Van
Vliet off the bench at him. So I mean, they got people to throw at him. It's just,
is it gonna work?
Yeah, it's harder, easier said than done to stop those guys. But
Clay and Steph might be the best backcourt ever. Just to let you know that ever.
Probably
ain't no
close.
Probably nothing. Ain't no close. Name somebody even remotely on their level.
Isaiah
and Dumars.
Dumars.
Okay, they top 5 with Drexler and Terry Porter.
I don't think Terry Porter was that significant. He was a good player, but
I can't even think of another backcourt that's just that good.
Allen Iverson and Eric Snow.
Man, please. They don't even belong in this
Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley.
Let me give you that. They top 10. I'll give you that because Dan Marley was the truth for a lot of years. He was underrated, actually. Stockton and Hornacek, they top 5.
They're not better than Clay and Steph.
I don't think they're better than Isaiah and Dumars, for real.
I'm trying
to think.
Mark Price, Craig, you don't know.
No, yeah. Reggie and hell no.
I would say Kobe and Fisher.
Man, hell no. Both players have to be able to do something. You can't pick just the shooting guard and then throw a mediocre point guard in there. That might be it. Yeah, Stephen Clay's the best backcourt ever.
The Knicks was playing. John Starks was the 2.
Alvin Harper, really?
Was he the point
guard? Alvin Harper was the Knicks point guard. And Mark Jackson for a couple of years.
It was Gary Payton's 2. I can't think.
Not Jerome Kersey.
Tim Hardaway and Chris Mullins.
Chris Mullins was a small forward.
Was he small? Damn.
Yeah, nice try.
Either way.
Clay and Steph is the best backcourt ever to put sneakers on.
Necessarily disagree. I didn't disagree with that in the first place.
Yeah, but I got the Warriors in 5, man. I don't see the Warriors.
5. I got the Raptors.
If the Raptors
7.
Max Cutterman pissed me off. He said the Warriors are only going to win 2 games because of rebounds. Really? Ooh. When has that ever been an issue for the
Warriors?
Although
I can't agree with him that because
the Warriors only going to win 2 games. That's not the first person I heard say that. I see a lot of people on Facebook say that. Garbage.
I feel like the Raptors got out-rebounded against the Bucks. So
I mean, the Bucks are probably the longest team. I didn't.
Yeah, I can't.
I expected that.
I can't
give damn shooting guard is 6'7". So I mean, when you have a long lineup like that, it's only so much you can do.
Let me see. So you're going Warriors in 5. So I said the Raptors in 7.
And you keep bringing up this home court nonsense.
Yeah.
You think the Warriors are going to lose every game in Toronto? The Warriors. That means the Raptors have to win a game in Oakland. That ain't happening. If not in the finals,
if the Warriors win on the road, yeah.
So if the Warriors get one of these games in Toronto, these first 2, which they definitely are, Warriors are losing 2 in a row.
We'll see.
That means the Raptors are going to have to win in Oakland.
They will.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, they will.
With Van Vliet and all them other inconsistent players on the road.
They need,
as you put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
If they lose at home and those role players have an off game, they're gonna pick it up at least once on the road.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if the Warriors win both games in Toronto, is it a sweep?
What are you talking about? Game 1 and 2?
Yeah, if they win both games in Toronto, is it a sweep?
No, I'll give them one game.
So the Warriors gonna win it in Toronto. Then they're gonna celebrate on Drake's court.
No, because game 3 it's 2 and 2, right?
It's not 2, 3, and 2 no more. They don't do it like that no
more. 2, 2, 1, 1.
Right.
No, because if the Warriors won game 1 and 2, even game 3, game 3 and 4, they would because they need to go back.
That's barring the Raptors win a second game.
Yeah. Well, no, if they win one game,
that's 5. The fifth game will be in Toronto, which means the Warriors will win it in Toronto.
Oh, but two home,
2 road, and then the third one is in Toronto. So that means the Warriors will win it on Drake's home court.
I'm thinking the Warriors was.
You know I love it. You know how beautiful I hope they win in Toronto so they can just celebrate all in front of Drake, and that's my boy.
Oh, you want Drake to shut up?
No, I just want this Kawhi Leonard crap to stop.
You're not a fan no more.
Come on, he's clutchest thing that Jordan we ever seen, and all this stupid talk. Really, man? Seriously, like get off his wood, man. He having one good playoff run. Now all of a sudden he's the god of it. Averaging 12 points. He averaged 12 points that finals. He got a finals MVP strictly off his defense. It wasn't because of his offense. 12 points a game. He averaged 12 points a game that finals. And that's your MVP. Seriously? Seriously. Definitely didn't deserve it. It should have been Duncan or Ginobili. Come on, man. Ain't no way in hell my finals MVP of the NBA finals is only averaging 12 points a game for a series.
You sure about
Get
that?
out of here.
You must have heard that on first page.
I definitely did. Shout out to Skip not Skip, to Stephen A. and Mac. Definitely studying. But that's terrible. So yeah. In order for the Raptors to win this series, to me, one of these other players have to average 20. Or damn near, like 18. And I don't see that happening. Lowry's going to get maybe 15.
You know Steph ain't
Siakam's going to get 15.
You know Steph's not a defender.
But Lowry can't make open shots consistently. So even if Lowry is open, is he going to hit him?
Let's see. I think he can.
Is Green been trash all playoffs, so what is he going to do? Siakam's been up and down. He'll be good one game, then be shitty the next. Same with Marc Gasol. He'll be good one game, shit. Now that Boogie's playing, he might not even be relevant. If Boogie's going to bully him all over the place.
I think he still hurts their team, so let him play.
Yeah, just like Durant was going to hurt their team. One of them to go around. Remember all that?
I mean,
didn't work. Steph still averaged 27. Clay still averaged 22. Boogie still put up 16, and Draymond still put up his 14, 9, and 8, whatever he be getting. Didn't stop nothing.
They don't like each other.
I don't care. They still play well together because they care about winning. They don't have to like. You think Jordan was beating up his players in Chicago? You think that stopped them on the court from winning? Nope, because they looked at the bigger picture.
Well, here's the thing: KD leaves and your precious Warriors dynasty.
They know it ain't, because you know what's gonna happen. They gonna go get Melo. Fits awesome with that team. All he gotta do is spot up and shoot. That's it. Just stand there. And if we need you to go 1-on-1, he still can.
Did you just say what I think you said?
Go ahead and get him. Please get him.
Melo would be perfect for the Warriors.
Or go get Middleton. I'll take Middleton as a fill-in for Durant.
Melo would be terrible with the Warriors.
Why? Because he can shoot. He stands still and he shoots. Why?
He's a one-on-one player.
Durant's not a one-on-one player.
He never passes the ball.
You don't think that's going to change with that system?
That's why he's been cut from the Rockets.
And none of them teams are the ball movement oriented like the Warriors. None of them.
So, what about the Thunder, who has...
Thunder were a two-man show. One person gets the ball one-on-one, the other one gets the ball one-on-one. That's why they didn't win.
But Westbrook still averages 10 assists a game.
That's fine, and he loses every year. Good luck with that.
My point is they were a passing team.
No.
Melo didn't fit in with the Thunder. The Bulls pretty much just traded him right away. The Rockets cut him?
No, they got rid of him after a year.
You can't fit in with...
Melo's going to find a home in the
CP3.
offseason.
Are you telling me that's not a passing
I'm almost
team?
100% he finds a home this offseason. I'm booking that.
Lucky, yeah. Who said I think Max Kellerman said go play in China.
So you don't think another team can use a Melo? He can still put up 18.
Yeah, right. give you 12 off the bench.
Oh, best believe if the Warriors lose Durant, they're going to find a filler for him. Book that. And it don't even have to be no one nowhere near his caliber.
I mean, number one, it won't be no
Go. Like I said, they can go get a Middleton, perfect fill in, knockdown shooter, can play D and he's long. No, he don't stink. I mean, he stunk this playoffs against the Raptors. He was terrible. Was garbage.
Middleton stinks. But
Shit, I'd take a Harrison Barnes back.
Ew.
Actually, Harrison Barnes averaged like 16 this season. You can fill in with that. Yeah, that's awesome.
No,
Yeah,
why
all
would
right.
you want to go back to that trash? He's trash too.
Yeah, it was garbage against the Cavs. Why they got rid of his ass?
Barnes. You just say Harrison Barnes.
Back then, Harrison Barnes was good.
He was decent.
Yes, he was. He was good. Harrison Barnes was good back then.
Decent. I'll give you decent.
He was a C+ player.
Let's see. Who is the best out of both teams in this finals? I think
Who's the best player in the finals?
Player. I think I already said it was Kawhi. I said that earlier, and that hasn't changed.
You do know the real answer to this question.
Yeah,
right?
Kawhi.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Right
He's
now,
the best player in the Raptors. He's not the best player in the finals.
He's been the best player in the playoffs.
I'll give you that. Before Durant got hurt, I'll give you that.
So you'll give me that, but you won't say he's the best in the finals?
No, you know the answer to that question. Go ahead and say
Didn't you say Steph was in the finals or in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers he's put up.
And you just agreed that Kawhi was the best in the playoffs. So how is he not better than Steph if he was better than him in the playoffs?
This is his time. Yeah. Do you know what he's about to do so he can get this finals MVP?
Chewing his stupid little mouthpiece.
That's a brilliant move.
That's
I love
a
when he
dumb
does
move.
that.
You better hope them
The best
ankles
player,
hold up.
the best all-around player. Yeah, all right. Them weak-ass ankles gonna hit 8 threes a game. So go ahead. The best all-around player in these finals, yeah, Kawhi Leonard. Well, if Durant don't play, if Durant comes back, the best all-around player is going to be Kevin Durant. But the best all-around player in these finals, especially for game one, is Kawhi Leonard. But
how's there a but to that? That doesn't even make no sense. There's a but.
The most valuable and the most important player in these finals is Stephen Curry.
That doesn't make any
yes,
sense.
Yes, it definitely does.
How are you
and Kawhi Leonard averages 2 assists a game. That's key. He's not a passer.
He doesn't need to be a passer.
Durant averages 5.
He's a defender, gets boards, and is averaging 30 something right now.
Durant was averaging 37, 8, and 5. Oh yeah, Kawhi Leonard's not better than Kevin Durant. You know that.
Yes,
yeah, good luck with that. Tell him to put his numbers up and see who wins.
KD hasn't took his team to the finals, has he?
No, actually did when he was with the Thunder. He lost to LeBron. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, he went to the finals.
He didn't take his team, and then he went and
joined. That wasn't his team?
No.
Why wasn't it?
It was Westbrook.
Who was the leader?
Westbrook still.
Who was the highest scorer? Who was the best rebounder? Durant.
Ibaka was the best rebounder.
No, shut up.
You're welcome.
Nick
Collison was probably better rebounder than Kevin.
No, Kevin Durant still averaged 8 rebounds in that finals. You do know that, and he averaged 30.
Nick Collison was more important to that team than Kevin Durant.
Nick Collison was probably the biggest bully, yeah. But the Warriors had 3 of those, so I don't need to worry about that.
Yeah, so Kawhi has taken his own team to the finals. KD has.
Yeah, in a weak conference. If you put K, all right, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it just like this.
He won Finals MVP in the Western Conference.
And KD has 2 regular season MVPs. How many Kawhi got?
He'll have 1 next year.
0. How many MVPs?
He doesn't have 2.
He got 1. Right, he got 1. But he has like 3 scoring titles. If Kawhi has none. Kawhi's made the All-Star team only 3 times in his whole career. Durant's made it like every year since he's been in the league. Yeah. All right. KD has a 2-time Finals MVP. Kawhi
shouldn't even been 2 times.
I don't think he should have either. I think Steph should have got one of them, but whatever. But I'm not going to take it away from KD. He damn well deserved it because he was clutch in every moment of that, both of those finals. But
want to be clutch.
Yeah.
With a different team.
So you don't think if you put Durant on the Raptors with that same exact supporting cast, they don't come out the East?
I'm not saying they're not.
Okay then. So why you don't discredit Durant like that? You put Durant on the same Raptors team with this exact same supporting cast, the Raptors still get out the Eastern Conference.
Kawhi never.
You can book that.
Kawhi never dropped the series after leading 3-1.
Kawhi never played with Westbrook either. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Kawhi never played with a Westbrook.
Okay.
nowhere close to a Westbrook.
Who's better, Westbrook or Tony Parker?
Westbrook.
Okay, then. So he even had a better player.
But that player was a high volume player. He needed the ball. He shot too much. Kawhi never played.
KD
with a
was
player
afraid
like
to be the leader. And
maybe back then when he was young, he was. Now he ain't. And he's proved it. 2 straight finals. Busting LeBron. Every chance he got. Murdering him.
Look at this supporting cast with LeBron.
No, these is one-on-one matches. I'm talking about killing him.
LeBron
Came down 3 steps over half court for the game. In Cleveland. Game. Mugged the crowd. Bye, LeBron. See you. I'm the best player in the league now. You had your run.
No, he's not.
You had your run.
He's not.
LeBron's definitely not the best player in the league anymore. That brain is over. Sorry.
Was he not averaging, 27, 8, and 8 before he got
He's
injured?
not the best player in the league anymore. He's still top 3. I got him still 3rd. He's not number 1, though.
Nobody's taking him off.
Durant's the best player in basketball. Giannis is 2nd. LeBron is 3rd.
Definitely not 2nd.
LeBron is 3rd. Steph is 4th. Kawhi is 5th.
Things, man.
Yeah, all right. We're going to get to that in a second, too.
We can get to that now. He had one move the whole finals, driving to the hoop. And if he didn't,
You do know Giannis. Okay. You do know Giannis went up against a wall, something Kawhi didn't go against. Kawhi was being played one-on-one every time.
Oh, was he just double teamed him more?
Giannis had 4 people on him.
Kawhi was getting double teamed with the Sixers.
No, he wasn't. He was one-on-one with Jimmy Butler and Ben every time. He was not getting no double teamed against the Sixers.
Go back and watch.
He may have got double teamed here and there, but majority of that series, it was a one-on-one matchup. Giannis never had a one-on-one matchup in that entire series.
Well, guess what?
He had a wall against him the entire series. You know how hard that is to score on that? You have 4 players watching you.
You have a wall against you because you're driving to the lane every time, and the defense is collapsing on you. Get a fucking jump shot, then, big stiff. barely hit the rim.
Who's winning MVP this year?
It should be Kawhi at this point.
No, he didn't do shit in the regular season. Let's keep it funky. Who's the MVP of this season?
It should be Kawhi.
No, we're not talking about should. Who's the MVP? Giannis or Harden?
Kawhi. Harden can kick.
Giannis? Okay, so it's a clear cut Giannis then, right?
No.
He led his team to the Eastern Conference Finals, didn't he?
Kawhi. Who went to the finals?
I don't care about that. Who had a better supporting cast? The Raptors, right?
Didn't you say Milwaukee did?
They didn't show up. They were ass that whole series. Bledsoe, garbage. Wasn't even in the game. He was so garbage when the game was on. I had George Hill in. Middleton, ass. Supposed to be your second best player on the team. Didn't do nothing. All-star this year. Didn't do nothing. That whole series. Their second best player in this series was Brook Lopez. That's what their second best player was in this series.
Good? He was.
Brook Lopez should not be your second best player.
He was an all-star back
when you have an Eric Bledsoe and a Middleton on your team. There is no way.
Lopez is
and a Brogdon.
Career. What are you talking about?
You act like Brook Lopez been a dog his whole career. He's had a couple of good years.
He was a dog, but he was healthy. He was a dog.
He had a couple of good years. It wasn't like he had no 5 or 6 year span of dogging. He had maybe a couple of years where he was a little above average. He wasn't no all-star.
He was a dog with the Nets.
I think he made one all-star team. One.
Lakers, he didn't really do nothing. With Milwaukee, he's been balling.
Like I said, he was the second best player.
Better than Bledsoe.
There's no way you have
that good in Phoenix.
Yes, he was. Bledsoe was averaging like 20 points a game in Phoenix. Yes, he was.
And Middleton has never been nothing.
Middleton was an all-star this year. There's no way your center should be your second best player when you have a second all-star on your team.
The only thing Middleton's ever been is funny looking.
You have Brogdon, Bledsoe, and Middleton, and none of them 3 did nothing. Well, Brogdon got an excuse. He was coming off an injury, so I don't blame Brogdon at all. Yeah. So, Giannis didn't have any support at all in that entire finals.
He's the best in the NBA right now, with LeBron being hurt. He's better than KD. He's definitely better than Giannis. He'll be the MVP.
Whose numbers are better, Giannis's or KD's?
Giannis or KD?
I mean, not Giannis. I mean, Kawhi's or KD's. Whose numbers are better?
Kawhi or KD's overall?
KD,
probably KD
more
has
points.
more assists.
Same about rebounds, more assists, more blocks. What do you? I mean,
who's doing it by themselves though? KD has 3.
You don't think KD would be putting up way better numbers if he was the number 1 option like that in Toronto? KD would probably be averaging 40, easy.
He'd still be crying
with 10 rebounds and 5 assists.
He'd still be crying to the media too. Crybaby.
Leave him the hell alone then and worry about the game.
Crybaby.
whatever. A crybaby with 2 rings, about to be 3. Yeah.
With
So
2 rings, that he had to go join another.
yeah, which he proved
super
he
team.
clearly was the best player in the finals both
And they're not winning
years.
this year, with or without him. So.
You want to make a bet on live TV with this?
Thanks for your time, Katie. He's
So
going next year.
so we betting on this
Yeah,
one?
we can bet.
What we betting 50?
We bet 20.
All right, that's your $20 bet.
Over, we're betting for the game, right? It doesn't.
You
have
want to bet tonight's game too?
No,
We can do that.
I'm talking about for the series. I mean.
Yeah, series.
Okay. We don't have to be technical with the game. Just team over team.
Yeah, the Warriors will be the 2019 NBA champions.
Yeah, Giannis is overrated. You think he's the best in the NBA right now?
Who?
Giannis. You think he's?
I think he was the best player this season. Yeah, Giannis Antetokounmpo was the best player all season from start to finish. He proved it. Start to finish, from game number 1 to a few days ago when they got put out, which was last week.
To the better player.
He was the best player in the NBA. He went up against a better team where his supporting cast didn't show up. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate that comment. He definitely is.
Well, Nick's completely wrong. So
don't talk about my viewers like that. He's not completely wrong. Yeah. He knows basketball.
Not well enough, apparently.
Whatever. Nick Giddy, man.
Nick, Kawhi is better than KD, and you look foolish saying that right now. Just like you. You're both foolish.
Whatever. Don't get mad because my name is Tay-Ran.
Yeah, that's stupid. You change that
like Durant.
Change that while you're at it.
No, I was given that nickname because I earned it.
What do you mean you earned it? How do you earn Tay-Ran? That doesn't even mean
because
nothing.
you look and play like Durant.
Yeah,
I earned that nickname. We're both tall and lanky and can pull up from 30.
Both y'all need to brush your hair.
Whatever.
That's about all y'all got in common.
I'm still a handsome young man. A couple people vouch for that too.
But KD stinks. When he comes to the Knicks, I'll like him again. But that's it.
He's my second favorite player.
That's really about all we have talking. I mean, we can mention about the Lakers. They look like a complete mess right now.
The Lakers will, and I'm booking it, will be a top 4 team next season.
You think they're getting anybody in
top 4 in the West? I mean, there will be a top 4 team in the West next season.
You think they're getting anybody?
Yes, I think this year that curse is going to end with them not getting. They're going to, even if they get a Bradley Beal, would be an upgrade. And Bradley Beal is no slouch. Bradley Beal averaged 25, 5, and 5 this past season.
You want Bradley Beal over Lonzo?
Yep, I would take if I had to give up line, but they got to get another point guard. Though that's their problem. They don't have another point guard on their roster, and I don't want Rondo at this stage. Not at this stage. If he was the Boston Rondo, hell yeah. But this stage, Rondo's what 34, 35, something like that. Rondo's old.
I don't think he's older than LeBron.
I don't. He's close to it. I think he owes like a year behind it, 2 at the most. He's not 3 or 4 years behind LeBron. He's over. Yeah. The youngest I think Rondo is 33. He's not no 31, 32. Rondo's older than that. 32. But yeah, I don't at 33. Yeah, at this stage in if I was running a team or I was the coach or GM, I wouldn't want Rondo as my starting point guard at this stage in his career. But if I could get a Bradley Beal and all I had to give up was Alonzo, hell yeah, I would do that. Bradley Beal is a solid defender. He can create one-on-one, and he's a knockdown shooter. He's a clear number 2. He's a clear number 2 easily.
He's a great 3. I don't think he's
a third option. He put up 25 a game and 5 and 5 being a number 1.
Him and
you don't think
John
playing
Wall,
with LeBron, he averaged even with John Wall, he
did.
was putting up 22, 23. What do you mean? That's a second option.
And where'd they go? Everyone said the East is weak.
They went to the playoffs every year. They just lost. Who was their third piece? They never had a third piece.
Gortat.
Wow. If Gortat's your third piece, yeah, you're not going to do too much. Gortat is not that good. I'd rather have Brook Lopez before Marcin Gortat.
I think what's they had back there.
Marcus Morris and fucking
Morris.
They had Ariza for a year. Pierce, who was 40 when they had him. Like, what pieces did they really ever have? That was a bona fide number 3. None.
Those two aren't enough in the East.
Not a 40-year-old Pierce and a 35-year-old Ariza. No.
Wall and Beal are not enough in the East. Are you telling me?
No, just like McCollum and Lillard's not enough in the West. No, you can't just win with 2 dudes. Especially in your backcourt. Now, if it was a guard and a center, yeah.
Was that not what Larry and DeRozan was doing? Yeah.
And they lost every single season. That's why they switched up.
They still got further.
So what? They still lost. The ultimate goal is to get there, not get close. They lost every year. They had to break that up. Now you see why they breaking up Wall and Beal. All them years it hasn't worked. Eventually they're going to break up Lillard and McCollum. It's not working. Unless the only way Lillard and McCollum stays together is they bring a third piece in. That's the only way Lillard and McCollum stay. They have one more year together. If this upcoming year they don't get a third piece and they lose in the first, second round, one of them dudes is going. I'm telling you now. One of them dudes is going.
The only way they leave it is if one of them decides to leave. And I don't see either one. They're not trading those guys.
You're going to keep losing. First, second round, every year you're going to lose. And if that's what you want to build your career off of, go ahead. That was just 1 year. Out of all the other years, they got bounced first, second round.
Further than Wall and Beal did.
If Wall and Beal, put Dame, what do you mean further than Wall and Beal did?
They got further in the playoffs than Wall and Beal did. And that was in the West. And you're telling me those two couldn't get done in the
think
East?
Portland's supporting cast is a little bit better than the Wizards. You have Nurkic, who's 15 and 10. You got Aminu, defender, fucking Harkless, defender. And then you got Rodney Hood, who was balling. You got Seth Curry, shooter. You got Evan Turner, all-around player. They had a way better supporting cast than the Wizards. But yeah, these day and ages, if your backcourt don't do nothing after the third or fourth year, it's getting broke up, and you're seeing it. Lowry and DeRozan, yeah, they won a lot of games, but they never got to the promised land. That's why they broke them up. Kawhi made it his first year.
Neither one of them is a superstar.
No, I agree with that. I think DeRozan was a star. He wasn't a superstar. I don't think Lowry was a star at all. I just think he was a all right piece. Lowry was definitely not no star.
He was a star player.
Definitely
wasn't an all-star, but he was a star.
DeRozan definitely was a star. DeRozan definitely was a star.
He was a third-tier player.
Who?
Lowry. He wasn't a superstar. He wasn't an all-star.
I think he's fourth tier. Kemba Walker's way better than Lowry. Right or wrong?
Kemba Walker's a second-tier player.
Yeah, he's second-tier point guard. I definitely give you that.
But
yeah, the Lakers. If the Lakers strike out on Anthony Davis, I don't think they're going to get Anthony Davis. I honestly don't.
No.
And if they and for one, I don't want them to give up. I don't want them to give up their whole young core just for one dude. I keep saying that. I don't want them to have to give up Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, and Hart just for Anthony Davis. You just literally gonna have LeBron and Anthony Davis on the roster. Where's the rest of the team? So you're not gonna win with just those. Where's your complementary players? They don't have none. If you give up all four of your young pieces, you at least have to keep two of them. So you can't give up all four of them.
All right. I don't know.
Now I'll give up Lonzo, a pick, and Kuzma or Ingram. Yeah, I'll do that. But I'm not giving up Kuzma and Ingram and Lonzo. Hell no, I'm not doing all that.
Would you give up Lonzo, Hart, Kuzma, Ingram? What do they got? Third pick or fourth? Fourth pick. Not just, I'm not making up the details, but all that for a total of Bradley Beal and KD or AD.
For Bradley Beal and Anthony Davis? Yeah, I do that. If I can get both of them, yes, I'll do that. I'll give up all four of them and a draft pick to get both of them. Yeah, the pair of LeBron, they're definitely going to eat the Western Conference Finals with that lineup. I don't fuck who you put around them three. We can find three dudes outside to play with them three, and they'll still make it to the Western Conference Finals. That's how special that three would be with LeBron at the 3. Anthony Davis at the 4 or the 5 and Beal at the 2, yeah, that squad, I'll give up that for both of them, but not for just one, no.
What if they, I knew you was going to
I knew it was coming.
What if they let's go with, pick up Kemba in free agency and trade Lonzo for Beal?
I'll do that, yep, I'll do that. With Kemba, Beal, and LeBron, yep, I'll do that. Kemba can shoot. Only thing I would have a problem with Kemba's small, and who is he going to guard? See, Lonzo is a solid defender. Lonzo can play D and he's big. Lonzo's 6'6". Only difference is Kimba's a much better scorer than Lonzo. See what I said? It's you giving and taking. You giving up defense for offense, which I'll do. Like I said, I'll do. If I can get Kimba and Beal, I'll give up Lonzo. I'll do that. But like I said, I think the Lakers have a lot of options. Them getting that 4th pick gives them a lot of leverage. And I think they're definitely going to get – I'm even hearing Kobe's recruiting Kyrie to come to the Lakers to reunite with LeBron. If that happens, they're definitely getting a free agent. You reunite LeBron and Kyrie, any free agent will want to play with them three because that's an easy Western Conference Finals trip against the Warriors every year.
Do they have enough for 2 max players?
The Lakers? Yeah. No, I think they don't have enough for 1, but they got enough pieces to make a trade for another All-Star. That's what that is. They're going to trade for something. They're going to make a trade, even if they don't get a free agent and they just get Beal. I would be happy with that. But the Lakers need to switch up the lineup.
They definitely
need. They need to make some kind of changes. But I'm not giving up I'm not giving up Kuzma and Ingram for Bradley Beal, and that's what the Wizards want. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving up Lonzo, Kuzma, and Ingram for Bradley Beal. No, I'm not doing that. Now I'll give you.
I don't know why they see. I don't understand.
Now I'll give you Lonzo and one of them for Bradley Beal. I'll do that. I'll give you Lonzo and Ingram for Bradley Beal, or Lonzo and Kuzma. But I'm not giving you all three.
I still don't understand why the Wizards would want Lonzo if they got Wall.
Yeah, if they got Wall. Yeah, I don't because maybe they think about trading Wall. Wall could be on. I not keep him more. I think Wall might be on the trading block.
I don't think anybody wants him.
Shit, Wall was a top 5 point guard before he got hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt.
20 and 10 every season.
Slipping at home, got hurt.
I mean, I think he's gonna come back stronger. I mean, you've seen it.
He was overweight
multiple years. I mean, I think he's gonna get back in basketball shape.
I think he's on the downslope of his career.
No, I think he's still in his prime. He got a couple of more years in his prime because he's not 30 yet. What is Wall? 27, 28? I know he's late 30s. He ain't no. I don't know if he's that old. I want to say 27, 28. I don't think he's 29 yet. 28, yeah. But say he got another year or two left in his prime. He got another year or two.
He'll be 29 before the season starts.
He's still gonna contribute. Let's say he's still gonna give you 20 and 10, and he's gonna play defense.
No, he's not.
He's not getting 20 and 10. Why ain't he?
Because he give you 15 at this point.
15? Yeah, all right. Especially if Beal gone, he's definitely gonna have to score more than 15 points.
15 is it?
I'm looking forward to this free agency, though. This is going to be a very interesting offseason. One of the best we've had in years.
I do want to say this. I've been hearing this on local radios, local sports radio. I haven't been paying attention that much in the national sports media, but I keep hearing them complain about Odell not coming to these mandatory.
He was just there. He missed one. He missed the first one, and he was there at the next one.
I don't give a shit if he doesn't come.
Right, I don't care either. He's a fucking superstar. Who cares about coming to OTAs? And I can see if it was some actual practices before a game or something. Yeah, but people are making way too big of a deal about some OTAs that's not even mandatory.
I don't care. I mean, this man.
And like I said, he only missed one. He was there the next one after that. He missed the very first one, and that was it. He drove to the next one in his new Rolls Royce that you've seen. He drove there. So I mean. Yeah, that was fire. I ain't gonna lie, that was fire. Shit, shout out to Odell for that. With his emblem on there, with his jersey, that was fire. I can't hate on that. That was fire. But yeah, they're making way too big of a deal. If he missed one OTA.
Listen, I don't care if he doesn't come to.
Right, I could care less. He's a veteran in the league. He doesn't really need to come to OTAs. OTAs are not mandatory, people. OTAs are not mandatory. That's a voluntary. That's an involuntary thing. That's not voluntary.
All but 1 year of his career, 2017. I think he got injured. Did he play all games?
Even the year he got injured, he still had 1,000 yards. No. He had 1,300 yards and missed 4 games. That's crazy.
Did it say all games?
Look, he played 12 games and had 1,300 yards.
2017, he only played 4 games, so he had 300 yards that year. But other than that, he's been 1,000 yards.
But that's almost that's 100 yards a game. Yeah, damn near 100 yards a game in 4 games. He had 300 yards.
So that's what I'm saying. 1,000.
And look at the quarterback. And he played with an Eli Manning. Imagine what he's about to do now with a better quarterback. Baker Mayfield was a much better quarterback than Eli Manning at this stage of his career.
I mean, that's my point. Every year, but
he's
one
about to thrive,
that he only played 4 years. 1,000 years.
Every season, he's 1,000 yards.
He doesn't need to be voluntary practice.
And you got to look at this. You're not going to be able to double team because they got so many other weapons. Exactly. You got Njoku, you got Landry, you got Callaway in the slot, you got Hunt when he comes back, you got Chubb. Like, they got way too many weapons. You're not going to be able to double Odell. Everybody who plays against the Browns is going to have to man up one-on-one against all the weapons the Browns have. Odell's going to easily get 1,000 yards. He might fuck around and get 1,500. Excuse me for my language. He might get 1,500.
Yes, you cussed.
Shoot, man. Sorry, people, man. Yeah, but Odell might get 1,500. He might be an all-pro. I don't give a shit that he's not. Right, that's not a big deal to me. I don't care. Like I said, they're not voluntary. He doesn't have to come. Exactly. Baker's going to come because he's only in his second year in the season. Landry was there because he's still developing. You know what I'm saying? Odell's a veteran in the league now. He's been in the league now, 6 years, 5, 6 years? You don't need to come to the OTAs. I bet you Julio ain't coming to every OTA or Antonio Brown, or you know what I'm saying? Like when you proving yourself in the league, missing one OTA is not going to make a big difference. Just like Iverson with the practice thing. Practice? Talking about practice. Come on, man.
What I gotta deal with all the time.
Whatever.
But yeah, so I don't care. They'll be fine. He'll fit right in one mini camp and training camp and all
Yeah,
that.
he's gonna fit well. Only thing I'm worried about with the Browns is their chemistry. If they all can gel, the Browns are gonna be a problem in their first year together. The Browns are going to be a serious problem.
Absolutely.
I definitely see them winning that division. I think it's gonna be a close race though with the Ravens because the Ravens have definitely bolstered their offense. I think the Ravens are gonna be a problem too.
We'll see.
I think the Ravens go 10-6. I think the Browns go 11-5.
See if Lamar Jackson can do it.
I think Lamar Jackson. You've seen what he did in half a year. He was balling. I don't think he. What did he lose? One game.
Yeah.
He lost one game, and this was without a receiver. They picked up 2 receivers. They drafted Antonio Brown's cousin or brother or something, and then they picked up what receiver did they pick up in offseason? They picked up a good receiver. So they have weapons now. On top of picking up Mark Ingram from the Saints. So the Ravens are going to be a good team. They're going to win 10 games. The Ravens are going to win 10 games. We'll see what happens. The Steelers are going to take a little step back. They'll probably be 9-7.
I think the Steelers finish over the Ravens this year.
Over the Raiders.
Ravens.
Wow, you think the Steelers are going to be better than the Ravens?
I do.
No, I definitely don't see that. I don't
Juju
see that.
is
That's
fit
one
right-
guy. If you
Listen.
double Juju, who they going to throw the ball to?
Juju's gonna fit in just fine with the number 1 spot.
I agree with that. He
And then
definitely is.
was
But
it-
who's their
like I said,
second receiver? They don't have another
Connor,
receiver.
if he's healthy, they
Yeah, Connor's a beast. If he's here, they're still going to have to be a
still got big
good
team.
offense. But their defense is not good at all. Ben's on the down in his career. He probably maybe got 2 years left if he taking a hit.
The Ravens lost some guys on defense.
But they
So-
picked up some guys. They drafted a new linebacker. They picked up a corner. They picked up Eton Thomas from the Seahawks,
We'll see if it
who's
works.
probably the best safety in the league.
I don't think their offense is proven yet.
Their
Like I
offense
said,
is about to be much better than it was last year.
Teams are gonna have a lot more time to prepare for Lamar Jackson.
But it's not just him now, though. You got to prepare for a running game now with Mark Ingram.
He got to prove he can do all.
They didn't have a
season.
running game last year. They have a Mark Ingram's going to rush for 1,000 yards with the Ravens.
Let's see.
Not to mention he has 2 receivers now.
Let's see.
So the Ravens, like I said, the Ravens are going to be a 10-win team this upcoming season.
We'll see.
But the Browns definitely winning that division, though. I definitely see that. No doubt about that. Browns winning 11 games.
Okay. Well, I've got nothing else.
Yeah, I definitely got nothing else. I'm ready to get these finals
Yeah.
popping off, man.
So
Get us a pizza, and y'all enjoy it. So get you
I
some
don't-
wings. Get ready for these finals, man. It's about to be a doozy.
I do not see any questions coming out except Nick with his.
We definitely appreciate your contribution, Nick.
Nick had his 2 stupid comments.
They're not stupid. Stop
No.
dissing our viewers, man.
No question. So we're just gonna wrap it up now. Again, all of our outlets, all of our, I don't know. I was looking for a better word. Our outlets are everything you can listen to and follow us on. I don't know what I was thinking. Again, subscribe to the YouTube
Yes, please
page.
subscribe to the YouTube. I
We're-
told a
we're
couple of
getting
y'all
a-
about it, and y'all have, man. But we definitely need
We're
more.
getting a
Many as
couple,
we can get.
100 views, which is a decent start on Facebook. But those 100 viewers,
Yeah,
or
can
100
go to
viewers,
YouTube,
go to
right? We'll
YouTube.
get it broader.
Takes
Right.
a minute at most. Go to YouTube, search our page, find us, subscribe. It helps.
And if you
That's-
got feedback about us, man, if you think anything we can improve or anything we could do better or anything like that, man, let us know, man. We always up for suggestions and always up for improvement, man. So let us know.
You can go to YouTube and rewatch these shows. We usually post it on
Right,
Facebook.
all the episodes is on there from number 1 to right now. It's all on there.
So go to YouTube. If you missed it, watch it. Comment on that. We'll read the comments. We reply.
Yeah,
to
I
the
definitely
comments.
go in there and read. Definitely.
Again, Facebook, the page and the group, Black and White Just Sports. Go like the page, or join the group, like the page. You can participate in there, right on the wall. We always post stuff of news that comes out. So you can share our news instead of sharing ESPN and all of them. That would help. What else? Instagram, Black and White Just Sports. We usually post
Or videos on the.
I haven't got the videos up there as much, but we at least have.
I always share mine, people, so they y'all don't see it. They definitely on my page, on my
Yeah.
Facebook every
But
episode.
we usually have breaking news on there. When
We always have
signage,
breaking news.
fires,
Anything
all
that comes up is breaking news on Black and White.
Twitter, B&W Just Sports. Go follow us on Twitter. We need more followers on there. And the podcast. We're on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I know a lot of people have Spotify. Go,
Yeah, everybody got
go
stopped.
listen to us on
Spotify
there.
now. Spotify or Tidal, one of them.
Breaker, Castbox, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and Stitcher. So if you have any of those outlets for podcasts, go listen to us on there. I think with that being said, we're going to wrap up the show.
Definitely yours.
So with that being said, for Black and White Just Sports, I'm Pat.
I'm Dante.
And yeah, I see that. We're ending the show now, so we won't go over the time for our podcast. But yeah. That being said, we will catch y'all next time.
Enjoy the finals. Peace.
Thanks. Let him hold his peace sign up there. See how long he's gonna hold it for. You know, keep holding it up there the whole time.
It's all right if you let the people go about their business.
You can put your fingers down. Let's see. Still? See y'all next time.
Have a good one.